Lives drowned too deep, no strength to fight. 물결 속을 헤매고 있어.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings. Modern Muse Tarot, thank you for your donation. Bartman, what's up? Star Tarot, you are now a moderator. Andrew, Tarot Magician. Renee, what is up? KSW, Amy, Crystals and Paint, Diane, Picasso, and I think that's it. I think we got it all. We got it all. How is everybody doing tonight? It is good to see all of you tonight. It is Sunday. Weekend is wrapping up. Weekend is wrapping up. It was a pretty good weekend, I gotta say. So pretty pleased overall with it. You know what I mean? Pretty pleased overall, I gotta say. All right, Modern Muse Tarot, a little bit of a general read. And for this, we will use my deck of cards. So is the Tarot Tower working? Nah, broke it. So the camera on the Tarot Tower broke. I'm not sure what happened to it, but it is fully non-functional at this point. So there's no camera on the Tarot Tower. Instead, you're gonna have to just use your imagination. You know, just imagine what the Tarot Tower looks like and do all that stuff. Boo Boo, welcome. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Just imagine the Tarot Tower in your imagination. Imagine that the camera works. Normally, a reboot will fix it, but obvious thing, the reboot will stop the stream, which is never a good thing. So we're not going to do it now. We'll just let your imagination go to work there and do all of that good stuff. For now, though, let us do a little bit of a general read as we go through here. We need a little bit of brightness on here. There we go. I think that's all right. All right. A little bit of a general. 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is kind of interesting. It's like a journey you don't want to go on, or a journey that may not be something that you volunteered for. Maybe somebody volunteered for you and you didn't want to go. You have a journey that you just don't want to go on. Carrie and Sheila, welcome to the stream. But the 6 of Swords is a journey. We're gathering people, we're getting things, we're gathering it all up, and we are moving around. We're moving into a better place, and we're definitely getting on that journey that we need to be in. It's so powerful with the 6 of Swords. Now, because it's near the 7 of Wands, we are defensive about this. We're moving into that defensive space. Again, it sort of means that maybe this journey is not something that we thought up. Maybe somebody else had a bright idea to take us on this journey in the first place. Either way, it looks like maybe this is not something that we are prepared for, especially with the 7 of Swords. It feels like the journey is sneaking out, or the journey is something that doesn't need to take place. This is not the time. This is not the environment. There are a lot of things around this particular journey, around this particular project, around here that may be sort of factoring into this, where again, we just not too excited about it. We just maybe not be ready for that. And again, we have 2 movement cards, which is pretty powerful here, especially next to the Knight. However, This knight, as you know, is not moving. It is one of the few knights that is just not moving. Knight of Swords, a lot of movement going on with that. We have action, we have adventure. That Knight of Swords has a lot of things going. And the Knight of Pentacles is just not moving. This is the wheat fields. This is, we're looking out. We're proud of our accomplishment. We're proud of where we are. And it's very good, very popular to be there. And the Knight of Pentacles says that, I mean, overall, we don't feel like we need this move, not only because of the defensive nature, but because that we're kind of comfortable where we're at. Maybe we don't need this particular thing. Maybe somebody, again, is thinking about it, making us do it, or, you know, somebody's bright idea come realized as that goes. But either way, it just doesn't look like that is too exciting of a project, too exciting of a thing. Maybe just a great idea. You never know. But at the end of the day, that is not going to be something that you want to do. Anyway, let's sort of fiddle with the camera and see if we can get it going. Fiddle with the camera and see if we can get it going, because I would love to get the camera back again, but it just feels like that this may not be the strategy that's going to work for us. We are unplugging it, replugging it. I just don't have that excitement there. The Star Tarot, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me replug the camera in a different hole. Just put it in a different hole, you know? That's all you need in life is if it doesn't work, put it in a different hole. Yeah, this doesn't work. All right, I give up. All right, Star Tarot, how will this week go? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see about a week. We are going to use my tarot because my tarot is a half decent tarot to use. You might as well just use it. Might as well just do it. You know, there you go. Sheila, going to be quiet and watch tonight. Well, Sheila, feel free to participate. Throw down a question, throw down some action, see what is going on, Sheila. Sheila, I mean, you know, just be there, hang out, talk to everybody, say hi, all of that good stuff. So there you go. How will the week go for you? You do have a power struggle still at work. That is for sure. Things may not be as smooth in the workplace as you had hoped. You do have a little bit of action, a little bit of things speeding up, sort of moving a little bit faster at work. You know, that's sort of where it's at. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It does mean things move quickly, things move rapidly. You do have that 3 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles into the King of Swords. One of the big things for you now is sort of getting a celebration mode. We have 2 good celebration cards. First, we have the 10 of Pentacles. That means I've found where I want to live. I've found all of the, sort of the environment that I want to be in. I'm definitely there. So I have the kids. We have the dogs. We have all of the good news with the 10 of Pentacles. So it feels like that is very sort of realized at this point. So finding what you need, finding that end state is going to be big for you right now. And that's sort of where you're at. Now, there is a thing about sort of the relocation, sort of dislodging friends, right? We have new friends. We have new opportunities for friends. We have to go to a new place. We have to make new friends. We have to get familiar with all of that. And the 3 of Cups being not only the celebration card for moving to a new area, getting all of the good stuff, but the friendship is also going to be thing because we have to redo a lot of friends. You go to a different place, you go to a different school and whatnot. You got to redo all of those friends, and that's sort of challenging somewhat. There is that sort of that pullback, though, with this. I think we're trying to save money in a variety of ways. I think that sort of the situation that you're sort of in where there is some confusion about communication, right? That King of Swords, there's some confusion about things, how they go, how it's being communicated, how it's sort of going. And there is a lot of confusion surrounding that. I think because of that, you're just trying to save money, trying to hold on to what you have, save what you can, and just go forth and get all of that stuff. I think one of the big factors here is sort of the hoarding aspect of the 4 of Pentacles. We do have people that do hoard things, or they just sort of take things too seriously. They collect things. They don't release things. And you have the hoarding problem that you're going to sort of get rid of with this particular item. And again, the King of Swords, again, it sort of says that we do have some confusion. There's a communication. It feels like a Mercury retrograde in sort of where we're going, what we're doing. There are some confusion things going with that you need to clear up this week before you do that. But that hoarding being released is going to be a big thing. Making new friends is going to be a big thing because there are some good friends that are waiting on that thing. And the best part is the celebration again between these two, but the realization that you finally have things settled, you finally have things sort of hammered down, you get that foundation laid, and that is going to be good news for everybody. All right, who else has a question? Who else got some questions? Let's see. If nobody's got questions, I'll try to fix this camera. I don't know what is the deal with the camera. I really don't. I'm not really sure. It's getting power to it, but it's not lighting up. It's not like saying, hey, I'm sort of engaged with all of that. Well, I think we can sort of try to fix that right now with the tower cam. So the tower cam is the 920. Configure video, device default. Maybe I can add a camera and see if that goes. Anyway, who has a question? We will do some questions tonight. Have all sorts of fun with that. Going to be awesome. Let me know what is going on. All right, we're going to add source and we're going to do the camera. And it appears the camera, maybe deactivate it and then reactivate it. Try that. And that is no go. That is a no go. Boo boo. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let get you a little bit of the week action to see what is going on with all of that. I turned on the tower cam, boo boo, but it's broken. It is broken. But I know Boo Boo loves the Thoth. Boo Boo can't wait to have another Thoth reading. Dee Dee, welcome. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here, Dee Dee. It's so good to see you. So good to see all of you. I appreciate all of you hanging out, being here tonight. This is the place to be on Sunday night. Looks like it's going to be a slow Sunday, which is all right. We have had busy days forever, so I'll take a slow day, sure. I'm all about a slow day. All right. The Thoth says the week. Overall, your week is looking pretty good. You have a pretty good start for it, all right? We have the Lord of Victory. You're coming into the Lord of Victory. You're coming into that space where you feel like you're victorious. You feel like the week is going well. You do feel like that. You got a couple of swords coming in there. Chloe, thank you for your donation. But yeah, you do have a couple of swords in here, one of which is a cutting card. During this week, it feels like that some of your communication is not being received properly. In other words, I'm Boo Boo. I am communicating properly. I'm telling people what I need or what I want. I am getting the communication out there. But it's just, they're ignoring me. It's not being received. It is not being received. It feels like that there's some difficulty getting everybody to understand what you're saying. Not really that, but also, Andrea, thank you for your donation, but also just trying to make people understand your perspective. It's like they're just ignoring your perspective. They're going straight to their perspective. And it's like, what's going on with that? You need to understand what I'm trying to say. And that's what you're saying here. You know what I mean? You need to understand what you're trying to say. And that's sort of where the two comes in with the peace. Getting that, I think it sort of calms down at the end of the week, but it's sort of a difficulty in that week to get that. Now, be aware this next weekend, not now, this next coming weekend, you have a lot of moving to do. You have a lot of action. You have a lot of explosion of energy that comes out. Aria, thank you for your donation. But during that time, it's going to be key. It's going to be key to figure out where you're going before you just start moving. Because if you just started wandering around and not really knowing where the end state is, it's not going to work for you. That's not going to work for you at all. Again, next weekend, not now, next weekend, you'll have that explosion of energy. A lot of stuff happening there. A lot of stuff going on with that. All right, who do we got next? Thank you again, Boo Boo. I appreciate that. Chloe, what's coming for the career in the next 3 months? Let's go to the Tarot Tower. Oh, wait, we can't. What is going on with all of that good stuff? Let's see. Let's see with the little Wheel of Fortune there. I think the Wheel of Fortune is a good one for this one. I mean, if you got a career, we need the money. We need the money. We got stimulus checks coming. Well, not me. PT, thank you for your donation, but you need that career. You need the money. Lily, thank you for your donation as well. Appreciate you. All right. Get a little bit of that cash, Ola, and see how that's going to go. Mwah. Next 3 months is going to be a little bit sort of the career side is a little bit sort of taking inventory of what you have, taking inventory of what you got, you know, that the Four of Pentacles, it's holding on to not only what we have, but figuring out how to earn more. That's one of the biggest definitions of this that you'll read, how to earn more. Emilio, thank you for your donation. And that's sort of where you're at in your career. You know that you have the talent and skills to get, certain things done, but you're not getting a lot of help sometimes. Some people are sort of putting you down. Some people are holding you back, and you need to sort of just shake that off. If you can shake that off, that would be fantastic. The Queen of Wheels says there are some people on your side as far as the career goes. Honing that down, getting that into the space that you're just perfectly comfortable with it is going to be key here, because the Queen next to the Four, you've taken inventory, you know where you need to go basically at this point, and you know how you need to start earning more, earning a little bit on the higher side. The Queen of Wheels says there are going to be people on your side. They're going to help you do that. Now the Knight says getting started with your career is not going to be okay. It's going to be a factor where you need to expand what you're doing. You need to focus more on where you're going rather than sort of in the immediate moment. So getting those future plans in place is going to be key here, especially with the Nine of Cups. This is sort of the reward for working hard, the reward for getting planning done. And one of the big factors is just a beautiful, wonderful card, and it's the emotional satisfaction there. Because I think once you sort of get a group together that is going to support you, you get that networking done, you get people that are on your side, that's going to be a big factor for you emotionally and all of this good stuff. So there you go. Emilio, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. All right, let's see how that is going to go. Andrea, stay and wait or push for another job, getting confused what to do. All right, that's a shit. That is a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Stay and ride out the wait or push for another job. Over here is riding the wave. Riding it and staying is up there. Pushing for another job is down here. You never know what is going to win with the double Thoth readings tonight. The double Thoth readings tonight might be your ticket to success. All right, wait or go? Go, man. Go's pretty rough. Go's pretty rough. Wait seems all right. Wait seems not half bad. You're tired of waiting, though. We see that. You're tired of waiting. I think as you're in the moment where you want to go it alone, you want to go it, you want to get moving, you want to push. You want to push for another job at this point. Pushing for another job will get you more money. Bottom line, it will get you more money. It will put you back in the driver's seat too. Because I think a lot of what you're feeling, Andrea, is I'm not in the driver's seat anymore. Maria, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Valentina, oh, it's good to see you again. You're in the driver's seat again if you do this. If you quit, if you get another job, you're going to have more money. You're in the driver's seat, but man, it's scary. Andrea, it's really scary. Think you would have done this a long time ago before if you sort of had a support network or you had a guarantee or you had some good things sort of waiting, because it is sort of scary and frightening and intimidating to get out there and do that. The Hermit sort of tells you that. Staying where you at has a lot of rewards. You're very comfortable. It's a very comfort zone. It's a comfort food. It feels like that staying where you're at could very well be. Valentina, hello, how you doing? It very well could be a factor of enjoyment if it can get back to normal, because right now it is confusing. It's scary. You don't know what's going to happen. The future is very unpredictable right now. You're going to be able to survive if you ride it out, but it's such a weird time and an unpredictable time. So if you want predictability, getting something else, making a little more money, putting yourself in the driver's seat is going to get you there. Having other people in the driver's seat, because I think you got some idiots in the driver's seat. You want to be careful of that and make sure that they have your best interest in mind. But there's good and bad in both. There's not like a super clear type of thing to where I can say, hey, this right here is exactly where you want to be. It just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. What does exist, though, is Aria's reading with the Tarot of the Divine. It is divine indeed, Aria. It is divine indeed. We need to know, how does Kay feel about Aria? Is that going to be something that you want to deal with? Is that going to be good or bad? Empress, not a bad start. Good start, good start, nice. Overall, it's nice. It is pretty nice. Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. It doesn't look half bad. It doesn't look half bad. If you're looking for this person to be just solely focused on you, I think you can actually get that. I think it's doable. This person's easily malleable. They are. Sam, welcome. They're easily malleable. They're willing to work with you. They're very sort of easygoing, and they can pretty much be talked into quite a variety of things. The Empress with the Nine of Cups, I think that they would be very well, they would do very well with you. I think it's a good match. You have the Hierophant. You have the Wheel of Fortune, a day-to-day activities with that Nine of Cups. Ooh, with that Nine of Cups, a day-to-day feel, looking pretty good. It's not looking bad at all. One of the best things here, Deborah, thank you for your donation. Let me know what your question is. One of the best things here is going to be just sort of embracing this person and talking to them and sort of getting into that mode of a day-to-day type thing. And we see that with a Wheel of Fortune. If you can do that, I think that this person is able to grow their feelings, is able to sort of get, sort of be in your life in a permanent state. But right now, they're sort of on the fence, a little on the fence. They're leaning towards nice, leaning towards gray, but a little bit on the fence. So if you really need to get rid of that unpredictability at this point, I think that's going to be one of the factors here. One of the things that you do want to chase is getting this person into a more day-to-day mode, getting this person into sort of where you need them to be. All right, any messages from the Spirit Guide? PT wants to know. PT, for you, we are going to use the Gentle Tarot because it is all about being gentle tonight, being gentle. Apparently, I was not gentle with the tower cam, and I think it needs to be, the computer needs to be rebooted, and then it'll probably work, but I can't reboot the computer because I'm streaming with y'all. With y'all, I'm streaming, so I didn't really look at it before we started the stream because I'm lazy, and I was playing a board game. Okay. Messages from the Spirit Guide. Seven of Thunder. It says, go back there. You liked it back there. You enjoyed it back there. You have a lot of good things back there. It's time to go back. It's time to return. It's time to try it out. Linda, welcome. How you doing? Nima, welcome as well. That Seven of Thunder. It's time to go back. And sort of embraced with the Chariot. Not necessarily immediately, but factor in what you're doing and how you're doing it and return where you need to be. Because I think that you do miss it. Crystal, I saw your donation. Thank you so much. Get you on the queue. The Chariot says get back there. Is it an immediate emergency thing? No. The Four of Cups says that your current state is you're getting a lot of things that you don't like. A lot of sort of disconnect from day-to-day activities, a lot of disconnects. I don't think that you want to put up with that. The balance that you had before is huge. And if we can get back there, that's going to be big. as far as this goes. Temperance says, find that balance, do that. It is a bit of a tightrope walk sometimes, but I think that you can do it. I think that you can sort of come into embrace that and make that happen. There you go. There are your messages from spirit guides. And next up, we got Lily. Should I change my class? Let's see. Let's see. So right now you are a druid and you want to become a shaman? Is that what's going on? Are you a druid and want to become a priest or a mage? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, change your class. We will see by using the traditional manga or oh no, this is the wrong one. Using Gregory Scott Tarot, because Gregory Scott knows about changing class. We want to find out, you know, if we need to be a mage instead of a shaman, because that mage, though, they got the burst damage. Okay. Well, not an easy decision. Not an easy decision by far. I'm going to say yes. I mean, we do have a thumbs up for this. I'm going to say yes. Not an easy decision, the Nine of Swords. I mean, if you really wanted to do it, you'd have done it already. You would have done it already, but you have to. You have to. It's almost like the class that you're in is going to lead you into this crap hole that you don't want to be in. I think there was a mistake that was made. You need to sort of get past that mistake, move into the next thing. And the next thing is to get rid of the current class, which is the Ten of Swords, cutting away from that, because she's reading this book. And that book is full of information that she's like, I really don't care about this. Why am I looking at this? What kind of crap is this? And I think that's where you're at, Lily. I think that's where you're at. You're like, I don't like the shaman. The shaman has to lay down totems every 10 seconds. And it's a pain in my butt. If I had a mage, though, that would have been so much better. And, you know, that book, I think you're reading it. You're like, what am I even reading? Yes, it's time to change the class. Hierophant says they're going to be open and receptive to doing that. They're not going to be too upset with it. King of Wands says you got to take that power. You got to take that ability back and go forth and do it. It's going to work out nice for you. Don't be too concerned, Lily, because you're going to get concerned. You'll be like, wait a minute. What am I going to do about this and that? How's this and that going to go? Don't be too concerned at all. And there you go. All right. What is going on next? We got a nice relaxed stream. An energy for this week. And then you got another question about energy. I'm just saying, Emilio, you are all about energy. That is for sure. All right. Before we do this reading, though, we had a donation. We need to get to that donation. Hop on into that donation and get Crystal Star's question. Does your friend in the army really need money for an attorney? Are they pulling your leg? Are they pulling your leg? What's going on with that? That's an old man saying. I apologize, I'm saying old man sayings, but that seems to be my new thing. Are they pulling your leg? What does that mean? Does that mean people are actually like literally yanking on your leg? Which leg? The right, the left, the third leg? What are they yanking on? I want to know this information because that is a dumb saying and I'm never going to say it again. Anyway, does your friend in the army really need that money or not? 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to give it a thumbs up because I think it's obvious right here. They need money for a military attorney. The interesting card, the final card, the kicker card in the reading is Justice. It's big. It's big. You got a court reading. You got a lawyer, stuff going on. They do have stuff going on. They need justice. They need a lawyer. If they don't have the proper lawyer, they're going to get screwed. Wheel of Fortune says that they thought about doing this themselves. They thought about engaging somebody that may be cheaper or may be able to do the job. They couldn't find anybody. Wheel of Fortune said they need somebody. This is not something they're going to handle. In fact, I think this is something pretty big. At the end of the day, it's something pretty big. Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands says go forth and do that. Now, if you can do any research on your own, sure, do that. Three of Wands says do that research. Find out if they really do need it. Get some details from them and find out if they're lying. But I don't think they're lying. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. I don't think they're lying. Got the 8, that movement involved. They need to plan. They couldn't plan it themselves. They needed a day-to-day attorney. They need justice. Crystal, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. That's a pretty powerful reading. Anytime you have a court case, an attorney, in anything like that, and justice just appears in the reading, it's pretty powerful. It really sort of confirms what is happening and what is going on. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, Deborah. I'm just saying. Emilio wants to know the energy for this week. Emilio, let's get you the energy, my friend, by using the Heaven and Earth Tarot. The Heaven and Earth Tarot. All right, every night I complain about the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Every night I complain about it. So instead of tonight complaining about it, we are going to take some real action. We're going to take some real action on stream. And we are going to fix that thing. We got to fix it. We got to fix it. So we're going to stream. We have that. We have the Heaven and Earth Tarot, which is going to be under the H. And let's see, we are going to highlight with the magic wand all of that stuff. And then we are going to hit the delete button. We're going to hit the delete button and get rid of all of that stuff. And it's not working, of course. All right. Anyway, Nima, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. So let's see about the energy for the week. See how that is going to go. I'm finally going to crop it, KD, but the keyboard that I'm using is not standard. And so now the keys that I know work are not working. So I'll do it later. I think it's actually Control Delete. Anyway, let's see about your leverage, about your stuff for the week. One of the big factors here is going to be the Knight of Pentacles and then the King. Because we have the King of Wands, and then we have this disappointing feel. It just feels like the energy for the week is certainly mixed. One of the big factors that you have here is trying to make everything work this week is going to be challenging. It just feels like things aren't working. It's going to be recoverable. It's not like that you just absolutely have to recover this, but it feels like the energy in here just may not be working. And that's sort of, that's not bad. That's not bad, but that energy needs definitely to be fixed. So one of the big factors here is sort of getting that done. Now you do have a week, during the week, it feels like that there's some things that aren't being taken care of, and they're going to leave. They're going to leave. So in other words, matters that aren't being addressed, things that aren't being fully realized and fixed, are going to come back and bite you at the end of the day. That's sort of what you have here. And the star says that you know what these things are. They are sort of illuminated. They are lit up. You know sort of where these things are. But we need to address some things before they leave, before they come and bite us. You definitely have some things on the exit path. You need to fix that. You need to fix that exit path. Make sure that things are handled, especially with a couple of royalty around. This involves other people. So you need to address that, need to fix that, and see how that goes. All right. Emilio is also going to meet S. So Emilio, we'll go ahead and use the same deck, and we will get you to meet S and see about the energy particularity for that person, how that is going to go. Yes, I am a magician, and I can't shuffle cards. How will that energy go? See, now look at that. Look at that shuffle. How will that energy go when we go to meet S? We're going to find them. We're going to track them down. We need to see what's up with them and see how that goes. See how that goes indeed. With a couple more cards, A couple more cards. See how that went fine. Weekend did go quick. It did. It just evacuated is what that is. Emilio, I don't think you should meet S at all. Entertainment purposes only. This may be controversial. I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. Emilio, I don't think you should meet S at all. I think that we're in some weird situation here where meeting S may not be what you want. It definitely may not be what you want. I'm not saying that meeting S is absolutely terrible, but what I'm saying is that these are just terrible looking cards. And there may be a little bit of this, that may not have been the best idea to meet them. So quite frankly, I would encourage you not to meet them. I apologize in advance, but I would kind of encourage you not to meet them at this point, which kind of sounds weird. I don't think I've ever really said that, but I'm going on it. We're going on it. We're going on it, and hopefully that works out for the best. Anyway, all right. That doesn't work. Okay, so I fixed the thing. Earth, I'll save as, and heaven and earth. I guess we can make it a PNG. I guess we can make it a PNG. We're going to make it heaven and earth PNG. How's that? Are you happy? Are you happy now? I assume so. We have heaven and earth PNG. And now we're going to link that and go heaven and earth PNG, which is there. And there we go. And there we go. I think it's fixed. Heaven and earth no longer has the white border. I did indeed fix it. Okay. What do we got going on next? I don't think I've ever actually said that. Like, just don't meet somebody. Like, normally you have like a reading around that where you have a reason or anything like that, but it just feels like that may not be the best idea. Anyway, so there's your energy meeting S. Maria wants to know, you're Valentina? Well, Valentina, it's good to see you again. Who's coming towards me in love? Any clue about the person? You've been through a lot. You have been through a lot. Okay, let's get down and let's get low down here and find out how it goes with the Vox Arcana. What is coming to you in love? You know what? Screw the Vox Arcana. I want to get you the best deck I can. I want to get you the Modern Love Tarot, because the Modern Love Tarot, I think, is really going to suit the bill here. It's going to suit the bill here. All right. Wish you knew how to meet the exes. Well, all my exes are from Texas. Well, one is from Sweden. The other ones are from Texas. Okay. It's coming from me in love. Mario, we need something beautiful for you. I'm just saying. Valentina, we need something beautiful. We need something awesome and something amazing for you. I think we have it here. Hopefully we have it here. Oh, no, that's not. We get some hearts. Get some hearts up in chat. The Seven of Pentacles is very interesting here. You have been through a lot. You have been through a lot. The deck is willing to come to grips with this. It's willing to come to grips with this for you. You've worked at it. I don't think it's from lack of trying. You have worked at it. You have worked at it. You have done the work. Here's what you're running into. Yours is sincere. You want to get this relationship going. You sort of made the commitment to these people. You've opened your heart to these people. I mean, I don't see like anything to where you just failed. It feels like you've opened your heart, you've made yourself available, and things just haven't happened. The Seven of Pentacles, you've worked at it. This is the work hard card. The King of Pentacles means that you've had a lot of opportunities where it just feels like that those opportunities could have been good, but they didn't go well. Why is that? I think you're running into deception. You're running into people not being legitimate. They are deceiving you. They're not being legitimate. They are creating an environment of deception where you've gotten caught into that occasionally. Now, sometimes, of course, I think that you've had to just flat out ditch the person. But there is that high priestess deception field where everything wasn't quite as it seemed. I'm not saying that every time they were just completely lying, but I think sometimes they made themselves out to be something they were not. I think it's going to sort of even out and things are going to get better. If you're looking for like an answer, like a definitive answer of who's coming, what's coming, and whatnot, we got the Queen of Wands. You're looking at somebody who is a business person, a fire sign, somebody who knows how to communicate because they are in business. Now, communicate on a business level is different than communicating on a personal level. So you do get a little bit of crossover issues with that. Hightower, thank you for your donation. You get issues with that because they're a little too business-like, a little too formal, a little too things like that. But they're moderately successful. Again, a fire sign, they're pretty good. I think it's going to be decent. This is going to put you in the right mind, put you in the right place. And sort of give you that hope, give you that energy that you need to sort of go forward. Is this person your final, twin flame soulmate? No. But again, I think they get you to the place that you need to be to where you want more hope. You want the relationship, you want the sun to shine again, the clouds to part, and sort of be in that level that I have earned this. This is where I want to be, and this is where it's possible to be. Because I think before it just seemed damn near impossible to get things the way you wanted it. Mwah. But it is getting better. It is getting better. The fire sign is going to introduce that and be looking a little bit better. All right. How is the trip? And no more Thoth forever and ever again. No more Thoth for Boo Boo. Boo Boo, I'm just telling you. The Thoth gets it done, though. The Thoth gets it done. Texas built. It has been a minute. Texas built. You've been coming around again lately. It's good to see you. It is good to see you, Texas built. Texas built, how'd you survive that storm? The great freeze of 2021. And then we got hail. Now my roof got damaged. Sucks. Diane, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. How's the trip to Atlanta looking? We're going there. Oh, man. King of Swords, wheel in the world. There's some disruption in the trip. TTV, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. I'm not going to say the trip is canceled, boo-boo. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it's canceled, but there's a hiccup. There's a hiccup in it. The reason I'm not saying it's canceled, because we got the world, we got the wheel. It's almost like you got to reschedule it, or there's a hiccup in the trip. A little speed bump in the trip. Things may not go the way you did. And part of that is communication. There's just not clear, precise, well-done communication to do that. And that is going to be very focused for you. I'm not saying it's canceled, but there's something up. There's something up with it. That 10 of Swords, that cutting card, that bad card, something's happening with it. King of Swords, blame it on the communication. That's fine. Blame it on sort of, everybody being coordinated. The wheel in the world says you do make the trip. You have a day-to-day wheel. You have good news of the world, the ending that you need. But that is, that's what's going to happen. Anyway, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. And with that, we are going to use the Doggy Tarot. The Doggy Tarot given to us by the wonderful, beautiful, effervescent Christina, who apparently is not here tonight. All right, Nima, what's coming soon to me in love? Nima needs that love, needs some of the hearts, needs some good news. Need some good news, Nima. We are going to get it. We are going to get you the kissy sound as well. If we can find the kissy sound, then the world will be complete. Mwah. And there you go. What's coming for you in love? The Doggy Tarot will let you know, because that's not a bad tarot to use. What the Death? Ooh, that's interesting. The Star, Death, the Star, Moon, and the Trickster. First thing that strikes me out of this is it's all majors. It's all majors. I think you're hitting a point where you're going to have something pretty damn exciting, actually. Canary, welcome. How you doing? You have something big coming. You have something exciting coming. Majors. When you have all majors on the table, it's not going to be subtle. It's not one of those subtle things to where, I think that person may be this or they may be that or anything like that. It's all majors. The moon next to the star is huge, I think that you're in to meet a soulmate, basically, is what I see. All majors, we have the star, big thing in the star. We have the moon. Again, a very good card, a very intuitive card, but it's an emotional journey that opens us up, no pun intended, that opens us up to more bigger opportunities. The trickster is sort of interesting here. It says it doesn't quite look as it is. It develops over time. It's not somebody that you immediately know is a soulmate, but it develops, it grows, it expands over time, and it gets you to where you need to be at the end of the day. Death says the big changes are coming. The big changes are coming. Thank you for joining the family, Star Terra. The big changes are coming. The star, the moon, the trickster, death brings all of these in. And I think you're looking at twin flame, soulmate, whatever it is. Let's get you like the big hearts. Let's get you the big hearts. This is going to be damn exciting. Absolutely.
Hooray!
Because that's what you need. Something huge. It's not going to be subtle at all. It's going to be huge. That's what she said. No, that's what he said. All right. Let's go with Hightower. How does the X feel about me? Because we want to get a witchy tarot in this particular one. This is not a bad tarot deck. This is the Teen Witch Tarot. I know I have too many. Witchy tarot decks, but I like them. I mean, I do like them. So we did get, by the way, if you haven't seen all of my new books, we have a review of 2 books in the channel right now. I just uploaded it a couple hours ago. It's very, very good. Very, very good. I'm damn excited about reading these books. I mean, it was difficult to start the stream. I'm going to be honest with you because I'm sitting there with my head in these books. Okay. How does the X feel about me? Wheel, 5 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords. They're ready to move on. That is for sure. And they have to move on. You're in a space where they just need to move on. They have to move on. It's time to go. It's time to go. You have the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak card. You have the 5 of Wands, the fighting, the infighting, the Lord of Strife. And you have the 6 of Swords. Now, in a traditional Rider-Waite sense, the 6 of Swords is making a path to something bigger and better, getting yourself to the next thing. You're getting yourself to the next big thing. And the 6 of Swords is very powerful because it says, I need to move on. I need to go to that thing. I don't think I want to hang out here. So they have moved on. Did they like what they had before? The Wheel of Fortune said yes. That is the day-to-day activities. What goes around comes around. They've considered calling you, maybe talking to you. They didn't. They enjoyed your time together, though, so don't be confused with all of that. The biggest component here is just being released, getting the opportunity to move on and getting out of there, moving on to the next thing. All right. Does it come in audiobook? Not yet. It's extremely expensive to convert a 600-page book to an audiobook unless it's like this big mass market book. But this is not a big mass market book. It's very niche, you know. Anyway, it's a good idea to get a bigger house. Diane? It's always a good idea to get a bigger house. You just need more money. Diane, you need more money. More money. We are going to get the Mons Tarot and find out how they do that. Yeah, it is outrageously expensive to convert a book to audiobook that's going to be big, unless it's a mass market. I mean, you're talking like thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Sunflower and Star Tarot, thank you for your donations. I appreciate that. Will there really be a lottery winning? You got to play them cards. Got to play them cards, Star Tarot. Got to play them. Got to play them, you know, get that dollar. You got to put that dollar in there. All right, Sunflower, R's reaction when they see me. Sunflower, everybody's reaction when they see you is good. That's going to be it, but we're going to get a reading for you. Buying a bigger house. Oh, man. Oh, man. Selling, Sweet Pea, thank you for your donation. Selling the current house is going to be hard. The Four of Swords, basically don't do it. Ace of Pentacles, the current house is going to be a better fit. Five of Wands, not everybody's going to be happy about it. Selling it now would be the best option due to the market being a seller's market, obviously. Two of Cups says your connection to that house is pretty tight, though. I'm not saying that you just destined to be there forever and ever, but your connection is there. It is there. It's going to be tough to sort of move past it and move on to something better. The biggest problem that you're going to have is that it is a seller's market. So that's good for you to sell, but it's not good for you to buy. So buying a bigger place, especially sort of with the inflated housing prices right now, is going to be kind of bad. Your best bet would be to wait until the small little crash that's coming, and then pick it up then, because real estate's going to go down. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. There you go. I say wait. I say wait. I'm just going to say thumbs down. I say wait until that crash. When it becomes a buyer's market. When it becomes a buyer's market and everybody is going to have a little bit more of a say-so in there. All right, TTV. Will Jay be coming back for the summer? Will they be coming back for the summer? I want to use a good deck of cards for this. I mean, I'm going to use this by Hurt Tarot. I think you're getting mixed messages. That's immediately the thing that comes to my mind. You're getting mixed messages about this. Let's find out why. Let us find out why. Because I don't think everything on the table is legitimate. That's just the first impression that I got. Ace of Wands points to, yeah, we have the thing going. Moon, Two of Pentacles, and Strength. I think we need another card on this. We're going with the Three of Wands. I'm actually going to say yes. So we're going to go with the thumbs up, but it is the biggest factor here is the unpredictability of Jay. The unpredictability of Jay seems to be mixed. Lady, welcome. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. The moon says that they really sort of operate under their emotions rather than logic sometimes. So they'll just reach out and do things emotionally, and you're just like scratching your head like, what the hell are you doing? You know, you have the unpredictability about this person. It's sort of where the moon, that emotional tie is. Two of Pentacles trying to make decisions, but the decisions are wavering. They don't really commit to things very often. Strength, you just have to have patience, and patience with this person is going to be one of the big factors here. The Three of Wands, they have a lot of places that they want to go in the summer. They have a lot of things they want to do, a lot of places they want to go. They have a lot of things happening with that. So the Three of Wands is sort of a mixed bag. They're definitely going to be moving this summer. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That Ace of Wands are going to be moving this summer. There's some motion involved with that. But again, that unpredictability is there. Overall, say yes, but there's some drama involved. For some reason, there's just drama involved with it. But I'm going to go with yes. We'll go with a thumbs up. Going to say yes. And going with that is my final answer. It's my final answer. Well, let's go. Speaking of final answer, let's go with the next reading, which is going to be Boo Boo. R's reaction when they see me. They're going to see Boo Boo. What are they going to say? They're going to be like, it's Boo Boo. Or they're going to be like, oh my God, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? Page of Cups, the Hermit, and the Four of Swords. I think that they like you in small doses. That's for sure. That is for sure. They like you in small doses. The Hermit says that, I mean, you know, I'm not saying they don't like to see you, but they have difficulty with people in long stretch of time. So you have the Hermit, like, leave me alone, a little bit of an introvert. I love to see you. I really enjoy seeing you, but again, in small doses. That Hermit feel, pulling back a little bit with that. The Page of Cups, almost like an emotional insecurity going on here. You know, you sort of see that emotional insecurity bleeding over into the Hermit, you know, into the Hermit. But there's a rest period after that. There is a rest period after that. But, I mean, that's just where it goes. I mean, yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while. The Four, that delay, that long-standing delay, they've been alone there for a while. They haven't seen you in a while. But again, you got emotional insecurity. So in case they love you, but in case they start, you know, sort of rushing you out the door, that Hermit card is sort of kicked in there. There you go. But yeah, the Hermit, they haven't seen you in a while. The Four, the delay, they've been alone. Yeah, a little bit of a mixed bag there. All right. I mean, let's see what we're doing. We got a field tarot. Not my favorite, but since Christina bought it for me, it now is my favorite. All right. And we're going to use this for Christina and will there be a lottery winning? Will things come out? Will things come out with the money flow? The money flow from the lottery action. You just never know. You know, you buy that lottery ticket and you're wanting a boo-boo moment, a sunflower moment where money falls out of the sky like it does for a boo-boo. Energy, stability, and perspective. I'm gonna go with a thumbs up. Gonna go with a thumbs up. So let's sort of break this down here and see what we got. The first one is going to be the Two of Discs, which is change. The Two of Discs, which is change. So we put in something, and we get out something. We put in that change. The change is big here. It's not a subtle change. So there's a lot of things happening, a lot of things moving, a lot of things going on. Doi Doi, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, that change is there. The Ace of Wands, Four of Discs, and perspective. Very interesting. Perspectives change. Outlooks change. Things are seen differently. You don't see things the same anymore. Suddenly, there's different concerns. There's different things to think about, different things to worry about. There's different activities to do day to day. Perspective changes after a win. Stability, the Four of Discs, holding on to your money. Holding on to your money, because that's what the Four of Discs is about. That's the guy with all of the pentacles there. They're holding on to their money, but they're reaching for more. So absolutely. And we have the Ace of Wands, taking that action, moving into the next stage, because there's a lot of movement after this. And that movement, that energy is going to be very powerful. And there's not a lot of sitting around. You want to get up, you want to move, you want to get action. And that is sort of where you're at with that. So I'm going with yes. I don't see anything that would indicate a no. I would be looking for the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, maybe the Three of Swords for bad news, maybe the Tower for things crumbling down. It just doesn't do that. It just doesn't do that. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. By the way, we are ending after a few more readings. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for being here tonight and putting up with me. I appreciate that. It's been a wild night. How does the Libra Venus vibe with his Leo Mars. We got a little bit of a connection here. That is looking good. I want to know by using ladies' favorite deck, which is okay. Well, wait. Ladies' favorite deck may be that new deck that she showed me. Lady, you need to let us know what your favorite deck is, because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to call you out onto the mat and say this is your favorite deck when that new, the Manathoth or whatever deck is your new favorite. So you need to let me know, because I need this information, lady. Doy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you so much. So looking for a match, see if the match is there. Empress is a good card for that. Justice is a decent card for that. Four of Wands, pretty good, especially around the High Priestess. The Leo has some things in their past that are going to come back to haunt them. That's basically what I'm seeing here. Things in their past that are going to come back to haunt them. Sweet pea. By the way, welcome back. The Leo Mars, I think, is going to be kind of the difficulty here, or kind of the mix that doesn't mix here. The oil and water a little bit. I'm not saying they don't balance well. Justice says they do balance well. But there's going to be some things that crop up that are going to be quite startling indeed. The Empress says that they're a little too comfortable where they're at. Maybe they need to be doing a little more communication. The Empress a little bit too comfortable. Four of Wands, they're making a house, they're making a home, but there's secrets in that home. There are secrets in that home, and Justice says they are going to come back. They are going to come back. That karma in the Justice card is going to come back. It's going to come back. You can do whatever you want, my friend. It's going to come back. Not to haunt them, but it's going to come back as an issue. So do they vibe well? Four of Wands says they make house pretty good. They do. Empress says that they're getting in that comfortable state where, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty used to you, but there's some things coming back, and they are going to make themselves known after a while. All right. It's still your favorite. You don't have the Azathoth yet. All right. What are we doing? We don't even have a freaking camera over there anymore. Oh, let's do a less used deck. I mean, the Ciro Marchetti Legacy of the Divine is literally the Boo-Boo. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Is the Ciro Marchetti decks. This is the first of the big Marchetti decks. And I'm just saying, supposedly, this is the best-selling tarot deck other than the Rider-Waite for a very long period of time. Are they still single? The Ace, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Oh, no. I don't think they're still single. I'm going to give it a thumbs down. They're not still single anymore. The Ace of Swords, they had the communication, they had the opportunity, and they needed to take it. The Seven of Swords, they called somebody from their past. And I think that they end up hook and whipped with that person. Seven of Wands, I think they regretted it, but that's how it goes. There you go. I don't think they're single anymore. I don't think they're single anymore. Do they want you back? We're going to use this for that. Do they want you back, though? I mean, while we're on the subject, I don't think they're single. Do they want you back? Go a little bit of a mix here. We do pick from random spots in the deck, so like this matters, but whatever. We're going to go and see if they'd like you back. A little bit of that action, a little bit of movement card, the love card, the star, the Five of Cups. They do feel, Izzy, thank you for your donation. They do feel connected to you. That is for sure. That connection is still there. You never really lost the connection. You feel it. You feel it. You feel it. And the star, the connection has been there. The connection will always be there. They're never really going to be a loose and leaving your heart. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords, though, says that you don't mix well. You don't mix well right now. And the Five of Cups, the Lord of Disappointment, it just feels like it's a disappointing mix and match. So do they want you back? I just don't see it. The star says they are in your heart. You do think of them. You do want them. You do have these emotions. But yeah, it's not a good mix right now. Not a good mix right now. You got to be patient. You got to understand that the mix may not be there, and all of that. There you go, Star Tarot. Good to see you. All right. Do a little Druid Craft Tarot for the next one, too. A little Druid Craft Tarot for Doi Doi. Does a Gemini man have feelings for me? Let's see about that. With the Druid Craft Tarot. Oh, man, one of my favorites. Oh, one of the first real decks that I used to where I would just like lay it out on the table back in the olden days. I'd lay it out on the table. I mean, do they still have feelings? I think so, yes. The moon's a pretty powerful card with like somebody having feelings or feelings being there. You know what I mean? Got a little bit of the hearts action. The feelings being there, the good stuff being there, I think is still on their mind. So they do still have feelings. That moon is such an emotional card. It's a big, big emotional card. And I think that they thought about contacting you before. So they thought about contacting you. They wanted to get that motion. They want to get the fire in there. They thought about it. Did they do it? No. They just like, maybe this is not the best time. They talked themselves out of it. You know what I mean? They talked themselves out of it. Overall, you're a good match still, but there's a lot of hurdles to jump over before you're just going to be back in tune or back in the cycles again. So if you're willing to jump through those hurdles, if you're willing to deal with the drama that is there, it is possible, but it feels maybe not the best time. Do they still have feelings for you? Yeah, they do. And they did think about contacting you as well before. All right. And that is obviously entertainment purposes only. Never contact somebody just because a tarot reader told you to. We'll use a little dragon tarot on this next one. What do you think about that? That's not bad. What kind of soulmate am I getting next? You're tired of the tarot of the sexual magic. Oh, okay. Let me do that. Let me do the tarot of the sexual magic. My camera's not working. Bad camera. I got to reboot. Going for mental over here, emotional over here, and physical over here. Mental, emotional, physical. MEP. Mental, emotional, and physical. Is this a throwdown? Not really. The Five of Cups says that physical, it's not the right time for physical. Not the right time for physical. I think the physical is what everybody wants, though, but it's not the right time. I think physical is a ways off. It is a ways off. But physical, everybody loves a physical, but not the right time. Definitely not the right time. I'm going to go with emotional. The Four of Wands is the happy home where you are happy, you're content building that home, building that family. And that four sort of says that this is where I'm most comfortable right now. So emotional it is, basically. This is where I'm most comfortable right now. This is where I'm most open. It's where I'm most available. This is where things make the most sense for me at the moment. Physical, not so much. Emotional is sort of there. Emotional is definitely there. Now, mental, Ace of Wands says that is in the queue, but long ways off. So, what, you don't like emotional? Emotional is good. Emotional is the soulmate you see in all the movies, you know? Emotional is where you see it all the movies, where everybody's excited and you sit there and you have that big connection and you have a lot of sex and, you know, everything like that. The physical is rough because the physical just dies off for no damn reason. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just saying, emotional is underrated. At least it's not mental, because that'd be kind of boring. And the last reading of the night is going to be with the Tarot of the Divine Masculine, because I love it. I love it. Lost in Translation is indeed an excellent emotional soulmate movie. Lost in Translation was the key. I mean, that's When Harry Met Sally. Everybody likes When Harry Met Sally. Like, if you did a poll and you asked people, would you like to have the relationship in Harry Met Sally? Everybody would say yes. And Sunflower's like, why do you hate me? Sunflower, straighten up. What's wrong with you? Okay. Is he coming back to me again? 6 of Swords, 7 of Wands, the Protector, and the Ace of Wands. I think yes, but they need to clean up first. I mean, that's the way it goes. I'm giving you a thumbs up on this. 7 of Wands says coming back takes effort, and I don't think they want to do that effort. There may be some things involved with you getting started with it. And this is where you sort of see the Protector. You may have to engage that. You may have to embrace that. You may have to be the one that sort of initiates something, maybe something light, fun on social media. You have initiate something there, because there's some stumbling blocks from them doing it. I don't think they just don't want to do it right now. Ace of Wands says once you get started, it'll be like a snowball. It'll roll downhill and get bigger and bigger and grow and grow. No pun intended. No pun intended, because
Everybody loves the D.
get bigger and bigger and grow and grow. Ace of Wands says it will snowball out. 6 of Swords says this is a good journey overall. So yes, they will come back. 6 of Swords says that the journey is good, but starting the journey is the biggest part. And starting the journey is going to be, it's going to be iffy. Anyway, there you go. So we will be back tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. We will fix the camera by then. We'll see you next time.
Another broken plate, another called off date. We never seem to get it right. Another heart attack, words that we can't take back. We are the reason opposites attract. Once you slam the door on the second floor, I regret it all. When I think it through, I can help the way I feel for you. You make me lose my mind like all the time. It still feels right. Stuck in an endless